tea testimony. What? Everybody appreciate, baby. I got the tea. Ha! I got receipts. Let's Okay, guys. Today I have a special guest. It is Mr. Calvin Johnson Jr. He is the owner and operator of Maze Methods LLC. What is Maze Method? It is a holistic wellness spa, right? Where they do massage therapy. They teach you those holistic practices, which is wellness for your mind, body, and spirit. I'm not going to get into details because I don't know all of that. He's going to tell you all about that when he comes on. And then he also, guys, is the author of his book, From the Hood to Healing. Man, I read that book this weekend and it is so good. He has an amazing testimony. And you know, that's what this show is all about. Sharing your tea. Testimony everybody appreciate. So I'm going to bring him on in just 1 second. Before I do that, I want to make sure that our viewers give him a Tina Marie with the tea welcome. You know how we do. We drop some hearts in the comments. You know, we do some thumbs up. We say, hey, I'm watching. Let us know that you're here. Let us know that you are loving this, okay? And then also, let us know that you love and respect us just like we love and respect you guys. So if without further ado, guys, I want y'all to help me welcome my guest, Mr. Calvin Johnson.
Hey guys, how you doing out there?
Mr. Johnson, welcome to Tina Marie with the T. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm very well, no complaints. Just here enjoying the spa today. It's a down day, so it's okay.
Okay. So
hmm
Mondays are usually slow.
Yeah, well, actually, we're closed on Mondays. I was here just to promote the book, just to give people an idea of what we do here. So that's on the days we're closed just for marketing and cross promotion and things like that.
Okay, awesome. Well, baby, we're not gonna waste no time because I've already gave them a little bit of an overview of who you are. So if you want to introduce yourself, please feel free.
Yes, I am Calvin Johnson. I'm the owner here at Maze Methods here in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm a holistic health practitioner, Reiki practitioner, energy medicine practitioner, licensed massage therapist, medical massage therapist, and a published author of 11 years. So, yes, I'm here, to make a difference in the world and make a change.
I love it. I love it. So you know that we talked prior to the show, and I was asking you about this holistic wellness, and as I was reading on your website, it deals with the mind, the body, and the spirit, and it brings harmony back to our emotions. And baby, I have just been emotionally out of control lately. I mean, I cannot even get through a segment without crying. So, what type of holistic help can a sister get today?
Usually some body mapping, some Reiki, some aura cleansing, chakra balancing, saging, cupping, massages, neuromuscular, prenatal, color therapy, sound therapy, reflexology, just to bring the body back to harmony mentally, spiritually, physically, and emotionally.
What is cupping? I've heard that term before. Like when I go to get a massage, which I haven't had in a while. I'm coming to Maze Met as soon as I get to ATL, okay? But what
Okay.
is cupping? I've heard that before. What is cupping?
Cupping is those purple pepperonis you see on people back like Michael Phelps had in the Olympics. It brings the toxins to the surface to help flush out the body, the lactic acid build up in the muscles.
Got it.
So
Got
it's
it.
great
Okay.
for, increasing the range of motion from tightness, stiffness in the muscles and joints and things like that. So you'll want to, bring that to the surface because even in massage, some people don't like the deeper tissue massage. So the cupping definitely takes the place of that as well and pulls those places that, people don't get to, like those chronic places out and bring those toxins to the surface. The darker they are, the more toxins are in that spot. The lighter they are, the less toxins. But once you drink plenty of water, it'll flush out the toxins within, 5 to 7 days. Once you're doing it, drinking plenty of ounces.
Wow, that's very interesting. So now I do know that, from reading your book, that you started out as a massage therapist and then you ventured into the holistic wellness part of what it is that you do. Can you give me a correlation between the two? Like, how did you go, into the holistic piece?
I was at Bethune Cookman University in Daytona Beach, Florida, for business administration, concentration, and management. At the time, I was playing tennis, doing different things like that. So, my legs, at the time, I didn't know the terminology, so I'll say my legs, but it was my hamstrings, quads, and IT band. Um, it was bothering me. And at Bethune Cookman, I went there for about a year and I switched universities, after taking that up. I went to Kaiser University, a medical school in Daytona Beach, Florida, right next to the Daytona 500. So imagine, studying for a massage test while the Daytona 500 is going on. But I went to Kaiser University, and there I graduated with my licensure from Orlando, Florida, Altamont Springs. And then once I got my degrees, I moved here to Atlanta in 2012. And I worked with different doctors and chiropractors, as well in Florida, here in Georgia. And I got along with Dr. Patterson, who helped me to get into the holistics a little more, to learn about the mind, the body, everything that bring the body back to harmony, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually, everything that makes us as a whole, energy being, energy wise.
Wow, I really, really want to learn more about holistic just from what I've seen on your website, because I've never heard I maybe I've heard it in passing, but never been interested in it until I actually knew that I was going to be interviewing with you. So, is there a certain like group of people or um, category of people maybe that could benefit from this holistic? Like, is there a trend? You know how uh, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? Like, who would best fit this service?
Every everyone benefits this service. Everybody benefits this service because we all need it. We're all connected. We're all energy beings. So everybody need it. It's a practice. We're all different, but we have to work on ourselves daily. We're all, having our own forms of meditation, but all together we're connected. So, everybody can benefit from it. Like back in the days, I remember being with my grandmother. She would teach me about different remedies. I come from a family of a lot of women, a lot of strong men that taught me a lot about, taking care of yourself, mentally, giving us the stories of what not to do, deep in the South. So that's, and even in the autobiography, I talk about that, growing up in the South with seven sisters, as I was explaining to you when we talked earlier, about my seven sisters, my oldest sister, Yanti, my twin sisters, Donnie's and Denny's, my one up under me, Charmaine, Jasmine, Tanisha, Monique, and then I got my stepbrother, and I have a lot of host of cousins. But now being the only boy out of seven sisters, I have a lot of nephews now, a lot of nephews. A lot of nieces, a little bit of nieces, but more nephews now. So I can give back, teach them some things about, how to take care of yourself, even as young men, everything that we're going through out here. So giving them the education, giving them the knowledge just to take care of themselves, because you can't take care of nobody if you're not good for yourself. You have to put yourself first. You have to get your rest. You have to do the stuff that matters to you, because if you don't, you're giving out what you're giving out, but in actuality you're not giving much because you're not good on the inside. So it's nothing wrong with taking care of yourself. You have to do that for yourself. That's self-service, and once you do that you can really make a difference. But if not, you it's just there.
Mr. Johnson, listen, I'm not surprised to see that you are into the holistic wellness piece simply because after reading your book, oh my goodness, I just want to say that I love and respect you. I um I do want to ask you some deep questions, okay? Because what I saw in the early Calvin was anger. You were so angry. I mean, you burned down somebody's house.
Woo!
I don't want to give it away. I don't want to give the autobiography away, but
it,
that right
but
there was just like, wow.
But you know what? It's a part of life. I wouldn't be who I am sitting here today if I didn't go through that type of stuff or get in the trouble I did or get the spankings that I got. I grew up in a household where my mom was a single mom, but I knew my father too, and we're cool as well. But naturally, when you're going through trials and tribulations of your life and you're raised by people that got their own problems, it reflect off on you. So I was going through what I was going through, but I also was running away from myself because I didn't know who I was as a person. So as I got older, finding out who I was able to calm down. So of course the person that you see now is definitely different, but we all have that in us. We know where we come from, we know where we're going, so, or we know where we're trying to go. So naturally, when I did that, my mindset wasn't mature. It wasn't what it was then versus now. Now I know how to walk away. I know how to, like, it is nothing should take you there. Even though sometimes we have those moments, but you have to be able to pull yourself back in and know it's for a greater cause, a greater purpose.
Yeah, one thing that I saw in the book also was you you and your mom, y'all bumped heads a lot, you growing up, but you always loved her. You always had respect for her. You always went back, even though, like you said, you were running and you continued to run and distance yourself, but you always came back. You always had that love for your mom and that respect. And I truly admired that, because I can't say that there's always a happy ending in
Mhm.
stories like yours. So share with the viewers, how's that relationship today?
You know what? Me and my mom are like best friends. We talk so much. We talk probably like 10 times a day. Like, but it took all of that for us to get to this place. And she was doing the best she could because, even when I do talk about sexuality and stuff like that, yes, that in the 90s, things was, not as open as it is now, so people didn't know what to expect. So everybody would say, "Oh, I'm gonna beat it out you" type deal when they didn't understand. Hey, he's human too. So now I think since they see that I'm on the right track to doing things with my life, writing books, running a business, there's no way you can go against that if a person is trying to make a difference in the world. Okay, yes, he's about this or doing this, but that don't define, that's just a part of, that's a percentage of me. I'm a whole package, not just a sexuality, so like I said, me and my mom talk 10 times a day, and it's like we're best friends, but also she is still a mother. She know how to give advice. She's a credible singer, she's a wonderful person. She's anybody that know her gonna let you know, especially in Statesboro, my sisters, anybody, they gonna be like, Linda is the same person, but we love her for that, and she gonna always be my mom. And that's why she's the opening of the book. She's the one of the front page because I respect her, and she did the best she could with 5 kids. Even though I have 7 sisters and stepbrothers and stuff like that, she did the best she could, and I watched her. So when you see that, you can't get mad at a person for coming from a wounded part of their life to take care of you and other siblings. She was a CNA. She did a lot of nursing work. She took care of us the best she could. She did everything. I remember, of course, we could open the door. Hey, nobody was supposed to be at home. Yeah. But she still is. Like, I was just with her. She still is that person, and you can't do anything but respect that. And I think that's why everybody love her, gravitate towards her. Even my nieces and nephews, everybody know her. So it's wonderful to watch. The person that raised me also is raising other kids, my sisters, my aunts, uncles, everybody when they come to our hometown, they go visit her. That it was like that for my great grandma Sally, who the business is named after. She, when I was in college, even when I was in high school, she would take care of me. She would have fixed meals. She would do everything she needed to do. For her family. She had a host of kids. I come from a huge family, Statesboro, Georgia, Savannah, all up the East Coast, New York, everywhere. So naturally, I come from that healing love family. So I felt like why not spread it? It's a part of me. My even my father's side, my great granddaddy. Well, not my great granddaddy. I'm sorry, my granddaddy Eddie. He owned a brick mortar company, as I talk about in the book. And my dad, he took on that. So when my dad kind of started getting sick, my uncle took on that. Which they was, heavy in the church, and I grew up Pentecostal. But even in sexuality, it drive people apart because in the black male community, um, as a man of men, however they say, is bad to do, but they don't realize that's a part of you. That's not anything, So I always wanted them to be open eyes. So I'm closer with my mom's side, and there's nothing bad or anything wrong with that, but I still respect my father's side. I still know them. I still speak to my uncles and aunties on Facebook. I still chat with everybody. But now I'm coming, even finding out who I am, I'm coming back into building a relationship with everybody, not just them, but everybody I come in contact with, because now that I know better, I try to do better. I get up in the morning, I meditate, I'm saging, I'm cleansing my aura. I'm trying to refresh myself so that I can give out what I'm trying to receive. So I love the holistic side. It's not just physical, it's mental, it's emotional, it's spiritual, it's your whole self, not just physical. Oh, I'm a take care of myself just physically. I want to look good for the people. No, like it's a lifestyle of not clocking out. It's a lifestyle of living like you're serving a purpose here, for the people. So now having a holistic wellness center, now having a mobile massage in my hometown to help the people, start taking care of themselves, because we have to get back to that. We have to get back to the stuff that take care of us, to make us, 100% out here, so we can walk. We can walk and be free out here and have a peace of mind.
Yes, I that's very interesting that you say that you're closer to your mom's side, because I feel that way too. I feel like I'm closer to my mom's side. But do you think that has anything to do with the fact that, our mothers raised us, and, the dad wasn't necessarily living in the house with us? So I don't know. I think I read that in your story as well, because that's
Yes,
definitely my story. So I feel like I'm closer to my mom's side of the family for that very reason.
yes, I feel like that too. But I initially, in my earlier days, I want to say like since I can remember, probably from about 4 to about 12, I used to be with my daddy a lot. We used to go fishing, we used to go hunting, we used to go to church events, we used to do all
Mhm.
types of stuff. But I think when I became a teenager and I got into more things, his absolute made it difficult. So I think that's where our ties off, and then our relationships got rocky and stuff like that. So a lot of the guy stuff, even being a guy that identify with other men,
Yeah,
I feel like he wasn't there for that part, and I don't hold him accountable because I'm still my own person.
sure.
But naturally, you'll want somebody in your life to show you the ropes of what to do out here and not get in trouble. But like I said, I had a strong mother, so it was like she was like our militant. So it was like even though he was around, I would still go visit him and stuff like that. But the way she ran her household, it was like I was living with two parents. That's I
Right.
honestly felt that. So I think that's what made me strong, having all the sisters being able to relate to women, not having, brothers, but having stepbrothers, cousins, guys, that I can relate to, that see me in the light, because I see everybody else in the light. We're all equal, we're all one. So naturally, we just have to find we do that's gonna work best for us in our lives. So I I naturally enjoy just spreading the word, getting the word spread it to me, like just
Yes.
understanding, what is happening. So I enjoy it. I'm from the hood now. I'm
Yes.
healing. I get it. So yes, coming from the projects of Fox Ridge and Statesboro, Georgia, moving to Daytona Beach to find myself and moving to Atlanta to further myself, now sitting here at 31 years old, being a practitioner, being a Reiki practitioner, energy medicine practitioner, a licensed massage therapist, a medical massage therapist, and a published author. I never thought that that would happen because, even in high school, fighting and all that, you don't see that, the outcome. But once you turn your life over and start giving back to you, you'll realize that things are placed into your life for a reason. So it serves a higher purpose, and you have to know how to respond to things. So that's why it's always good to work on yourself daily. It's no clocking out. It's a daily, daily, daily journey. So every day, it's something I do, whether I'm meditating, whether I'm walking around the mountains, whether I'm walking the belt lines here in Stone Mountain,
Yes.
whether I'm at Kennesaw Mountain, whether I'm with a group of people, whether I'm getting some work done on me by one of my business partner Haley or Dr. Patterson, talking with Calvin when he come, everybody that's supportive is now I'm able to see that, so it's making a huge difference in the community. And I've been in business going into my fourth year now. So, I'm excited to see what happens next. I've been in this field for 11 years now. So, it's only more to come. I'm sure it's going to be a sequel to the book because, that it's not ended, it stops right here at the business.
Yes, well, let me say this. I don't know Miss Linda, but I feel like I do after reading your book. It's so well written, And as we were talking earlier, you were saying that, well, my book is not perfect because I'm not perfect or something. But baby, that book was written so good. I felt like we grew up together. We lived in the same neighborhood, baby. I was right there, baby. I was like, OMG. I'm from the projects. You're from the projects. Like our stories are just so similar, especially with the piece about the abuse and the things that we've gone through, which makes our testimony so amazing. So I'm so proud of Miss Linda for raising a king, baby, because I know where you got the fighting spirit from, honey. Hey, I don't know if Miss Linda still gonna roll up on you and be like,
She
what?
hey, she still don't play, but guess what? That's her. That's her.
Right. So
Yeah.
I appreciate you sharing everything, like you said in your book. You're so very transparent, and that's how you can reach people and touch people and share by sharing your true story, and in the hopes that somebody else that's gone through that can identify with your story and you can help them to overcome. So I appreciate your transparency in the book. I do have to finish it. I'm almost done, but I got in there good. So I did read the part about you hanging out with your dad and going fishing and stuff like that. So that was beautiful. I love that part as well.
Oh yes, he's still good. I we every night he came to the spa one time, that picture that you even see in the book, he's here at
Okay.
Maze Method. So yes, I think that naturally, even though I didn't grow up in a two-parent household, I feel like, the relationship with them together and individually still shaped me to be who I am because, those still my parents. I don't look at them, whatever happened, and that's what we have to deal with. You can't hold on to that because that stress becomes, internal in your organs, so you don't want to, hold on to that, that grief and,
Right.
that thing. You want to make everything joyous and make it a positive outcome. And I felt like me going through a lot of that was able to help me, to be able to write about it because now I feel more freer than I ever been in my life just by
Absolutely.
journaling. Yeah, so I've been recording my life since the end of high school, because that's
Wow.
what really started me to do it because I didn't know how to. I thought fighting was my only way, but it was really writing and put my hands on people to heal. So I didn't understand my purpose, but now I do. So naturally, I I'm grateful for this. It's amazing to even have both of my parents talking. Just my sisters. One live here in Atlanta, the rest live in Statesboro, one in Augusta. So I'm all over Georgia really when it comes to just being places and healing people. Even here in Atlanta, like it's a lot of good people here. It's a lot of opportunity for us here, young people, any person that's trying to do better. I see that, all walks of life here. So naturally, I'm happy to be in a place that I'm able to be conducive and contribute to the world as well, being a contributor. So, I'm here. Thank you, even you, Tina, for having me on and just spreading your knowledge, your wisdom, even with Tina Marie, talk with the T testimony for everybody appreciating. Yes, we all appreciate that, to get our word out, to be able to share, to be able to talk, about things that we can relate to and people can relate to. So I like to be transparent because when we come in contact, I don't want anything other than that. I want it to be just that. You're not a clipboard. You're like family to me.
Oh,
So
that's amazing. I appreciate that. So I have some things for the viewers, okay? Because baby,
okay.
you have some knowledge and some wisdom, and you already know that I'm kind of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, auntie. So it's three things that you said just on this interview that is gonna stick. And it's gonna be a part of Tina Marie for the T forever, baby. First of all, there's no clocking out. Hey, guess what? I like it. I'm gonna use it. So it's a Calvin Johnson Jr. original. And then you said what I love. So people out there, if you're listening and you're dealing with something, you're struggling with something, your testimony has not reached the point where you can share it yet. Just remember, whatever that thing is, Mr. Calvin Johnson told you, it's just a percentage of you, baby. I likes it, hunty. I'm gonna start using that. It's just a percentage, okay? So, and it was something else you said. Uh, oh, baby, yes, that was it. You said that you took that anger. You went from being angry and putting your hands on people to fight to healing them. If that ain't a testimony, my God, listen here. When we're going through these childhood trauma situations and we have not fully grown into who we're supposed to be, and we've got all this anger channeled up inside, because even I was that way. I was bullied as a young girl,
Mm,
so that caused a lot of fear in me. But then once that I got fed up, right, and
yes.
tired of being afraid, it started to I became very angry. So I was the first one always trying to fight somebody. So I definitely understand that. And there was something else I was going to say that was that tickled me, like right off the jump in your book, is when you said it would take an act of Congress for y'all to open the door with your
Woo!
mom was gone. That is just that. When I tell you that is such a similarity to how I was raised. I love from the hood to healing. It is, and you guys listen, viewers, anybody that is out there watching, if you want to read an autobiography that is very transparent, that talks about how we go from the hood to healing based on childhood trauma and things that have occurred in our life, you definitely want to purchase this book. Drop some love in them comments, baby. Let Mr. Calvin Johnson Jr. know that we love him, that we respect him. That's how we do it on Tina Marie with the T. You want to say something to the viewers?
Yes, I appreciate y'all. I really do. Y'all know I love y'all. Y'all are like my family. Like it's nothing that we can't talk about because we're all in this together. So it's not, oh, he got a business, he's better or anything like that. We're all one. So yes, your name might be on something, but when it comes down to actuality, we're all one. We have the same problems. I go through the same thing just like everybody else. We just have to know how to channel it. And I love a phase that I always say, be like the moon and show up no matter what phase you in. So I always do that. No matter what I'm going through, I'm showing up in whatever phase. today I'm here, tomorrow I'm there, I'm doing something. So I love that. So I think when you're like that, it naturally attracts people. It becomes abundant, it becomes
Yes.
contagious.
Yeah. Oh,
It becomes
absolutely.
it do like
Absolutely.
you, yeah. So here that's what we strive to. It was a lot of hard work that went into, the business. Me and my partner, she and I, some days that, we had some restless nights, just
Sure.
to open it, and be here and stuff like that. And I understand, that. So even, having everybody hands in it, even, the book, even in my hometown, Statesboro, where a lot of people, we don't have a lot of opportunity, but, somebody come out, somebody make it, somebody, go through trials and tribulations, so that each one can shine. We can be like the
Sure.
sun, shine, be out here and help one another, so that we can become a better community with all this stuff that's going on. It takes a lot, or it takes a village to raise a person. So that's why I think I really moved around to answer your question that you asked me earlier. It takes a village. So I had to go to my Uncle Charles and my Aunt Wanda and my grandma Liz, my Aunt Camelia, my Aunt Ty, my Aunt Tara, my Aunt Wendy,
Yeah.
everybody, my Aunt Carol, my Aunt Betsy, my Aunt Connie, Ronnie, Lewis, Buddy, everybody I had to go to that taught me, something. Even my dad's side, my Uncle Michael or my Aunt Eddie B, or other people, my Aunt Julia May, like all my aunties when I was in school getting in trouble, all of them drove buses in Statesboro, but it was like I was a bad representation because I would fight these people, get expelled, get kicked out of school. But it all those people helped me along the way. So that's why even in my book, I name so many people. I name, all those people because I can't sit here and not give acknowledgement to the people that helped me and still helping me.
Yes.
Sometimes I'm not perfect. So I always, I might need something, or something may go on the way I have to call on a name. So that's why I feel like it's always good to be good to yourself and be good to others, because you never know, and that's universally anyway, just to be good to your neighbors, to make sure people okay. Hey, how you doing today? Hey, no matter
Absolutely.
what walk of life
Absolutely.
you're going through, no matter what you're going through, no matter what color you are, no matter what shade, no matter what size, no matter what you like to do, ask somebody how they doing. We all judge people with the first 20 seconds of meeting people, when actuality, hey, how you doing? That can break everything. And then, have your opinion if that's what you do. But, naturally spread the love. We don't know, just spread the love. It's okay. You might not deal with a person or understand their way, but spread the love. You never know. So
Never know. You heard it from Mr. Calvin Johnson. Drop some love in the comments. Let him know that we're spreading the love. I do have some more questions for you, so we're gonna keep on this interview going, sir. Okay, so I'm kind of gonna be off track for 1.5 seconds because you said that you've been recording your life since high school. So is there a documentary in the works or
I
something? I mean, what's going on? Do
you
tell.
know
Spill the
okay.
tea. Spill the tea.
Uh, okay. Yes, I do. I've been recording my life since the end of high school. I don't know if it'll be a documentary, but that'll be good. I've been paying attention to like people like Little Richard and Frankie Lyman. I don't know if that's in my spirit, but I love them. I grew up. My mom, like I said, she was a singer, so Whitney Houston, Peebo Bryson, Tevin Campbell, Luther, Patty, everybody. So it's just so many people.
Thank you for reminding me. I was going to ask you about Miss Linda singing, and did that trait pass on down to you? So you just reminded me of something. Can you sing?
Oh, you know what? I'll be truthful. I don't know if I got a voice yet. I do a mean karaoke. Like I'm in the house every day. That's how I get jumped up and pumped up along with my meditation. Like I'm putting on and I'm
So you can sing.
carrying on.
So you can sing a little bit. You can you do a bar of Amazing Grace because we all get brand new grace and mercy every day. So you go and I'm a hum it, and you go and blow it on out there. Man, I know you can do it. I know I can't sing it.
You know what? You got it. You know, if my mom was here, I have her to sing it because you know I feel like she would have tore it up and sung down. I don't want to. How can I put it? One day,
One day.
one
Okay, so
day.
I want to know this. I do want to know what inspired you to write a book.
Um, Honestly, I was working with two other people who wrote books, and I couldn't believe it. And then also even Calvin, I knew him, and he wrote a book after they did. But them two inspired me. Dr. Patterson, he had three books out. His latest book, Tough Decisions, and then you have Diamond Mock, who she wrote nine books. So just here
Wow.
her book, this is one of her books. So even with black authors or authors period, I try to promote and get their stuff because I know how it is as an author. And then also new, like I was saying, Dr. Patterson book, Tough Decisions. So it's a book that helps you to answer questions about yourself, things that go on that's tough. What would
Sure.
you do, where what would you do in this situation? So it helps you to be a better person. So I like reading books like that. Calvin book, strength book. So I try to be inspired by other authors as well. People in my hometown, Statesboro, different barbers. Terry Lamont, I was just with him, just connecting with other entrepreneurs that's great, in their own work of line. You got other people, my sisters, Style by Twin. On
Mm,
Instagram, she do braid, knotless braids. And then you got my other sister, Donise. Those are the twins. Hers is undercut, the missus. So you got that to where she's got eyelashes and things, self care.
yeah.
And I love, when people try to be a service to people and take care of other people. It's not about competition. It's not about
Absolutely.
who's the best looking. It's not about
Right.
who's doing what. It's about uplifting and promoting. We know
Absolutely.
what it is, so we have to stay unified, stay together, and make it as one. So naturally, every day I get up, I always try to fellowship. Even if I'm not at my best, I'm gonna make it my best. However, it's gonna come out, it's gonna come.
That's
So
right.
we have to take care of ourselves. Put the right stuff in our body, getting the right rest. It's a reason why there's hours in a day. Your
Sure.
different organs are working. At its hardest. So
Sure.
you have to make sure you're getting the right exercise. You are getting enough sun, just being alive and taking care of yourself and being free. So naturally, if I can help it, I'm trying to do it every day if I can. So
Yeah.
I'm sure you are too. I see it in
Oh,
you.
yes. Yes. I get up and I get out there and I beat that pavement, or I get to that gym and I get my adrenaline going and I speak, I talk to myself. In fact, I just read a book called Help. I'm talking to myself. And it's a guy that, gave 50 speeches to himself, because we do have to talk ourselves out of things sometimes, and we have to
Hmm.
talk ourselves into greatness. And so
Hmm.
as we become, greater, we do definitely have to speak to our dreams differently. But I do want to ask you this, Mr. Johnson, before I let you go. I got a few more questions for you.
Come on.
What is it that you want your readers to take away from the hood to healing? What, if you had to pinpoint something in particular, what is it that you want your readers to take away from your book?
That the world gonna judge you no matter what. So you got to live your life. You got to live what's best for you. You can't wait to follow in nobody else's footsteps. You got to live your life. And I think I fell victim to other people what they wanted me to be and not be who I was. So
Sure.
every day you got to live your life because if you want to change, you got to be the change. You can't wait for things to happen and want it to happen. It's not going to be that. If you sit around, you get nothing. If you go about, you get everything. So I naturally, I want people to take away the world gonna judge you no matter what. Be your best version of yourself daily. Do what makes you happy daily. Mine was playing tennis. Mine was, doing everything that I love, taking care of my family, having groups, being able to go to different events and talk to people, and being able to connect with people that, we don't know what people going through. And that's why I think naturally I do it. I do it because I don't know what people are going through, just like people don't know what I'm going through daily. So why not be a light to each other? Why down the next person? That's in itself, So naturally, I want people to come together, come along, be as one. So if it start with me, it start with you. That's what we're gonna do. It's gonna start with us, and we're gonna keep promoting. Whether you coming from the hood, whether you coming from the suburbs, whether you coming from wherever, you can heal too. So
Yes, I love that.
anytime I travel, whether it's the Puerto Rico, Daytona, Miami, New York, I haven't been to LA, but I'm gonna go there soon.
Oh,
Um, a lot of places. I I naturally just want to promote healing because that's what I do. It's all of us hurting, or not even just hurting. All of us are, having some type of hurt that we're trying to deal with to better ourselves daily. So I'm here for it to make sure we're all walking in the right journey, the right path. If I could be a small percentage to make a difference, I'm here for it.
awesome. That's awesome. And you did share earlier that there's going to be a sequel to the book. So that's good. Have you thought of any creative titles, or you just kind of let this book do its thing first, and maybe something will come from that?
I'm letting this book do its thing because I feel like it was a lot to even write about, to have out to share family stories that people probably don't want shared, but then also I felt like it was a way for all of us to heal because I put myself in it too. This
Sure.
is my life that I'm sharing, but all of us have grown from that. All of us have, are eventually trying to heal from it. So naturally, I'm here, to keep it going, and even if it's not another autobiography, it could be, something dealing with, what I do in this field of holistic work, different meditations, different, remedies to help, to cleanse your aura, your chakras, different chi points and meridian points.
Well,
Yes.
it sounds to me like the business is doing well, and that you guys have reopened. I do want to ask you a little bit though about the how has the pandemic affected your business? I know that you are hands on, and so therefore, are people wearing masks still when they come into the business to be massaged? How has that impacted you?
Yes, we offer face masks to each individual. Also, we have everybody wash their hands. We clean and sanitize after each client, change out sheets because we have to. Also, we have the mask here, as you see. We have them as well. So I have it off just to talk with you for the interview. But it's a place of healing. So I always want to make sure everything is sanitized and clean as well. Updating, with the COVID policies and making sure everything is in alignment with the city that I'm in here in Atlanta, Tucker, Georgia. So I'm one of a few black holistic places, all over. So naturally, I wanted something for just people as a whole to come and not feel like I was running like a franchise or something. I want people to actually come and feel like this is your home. When you come, it's not, oh, I'm finna write my name on a clipboard today and I'm gonna be okay. No, I want you to come and be like, wow, I'm here. I've arrived. So
Yes.
that's why I come in and do it every day, and that's why I work on myself to make sure I'm able to be of service to people.
Yes, yes, that's awesome. Well, I do want to ask the question about the specials if you're running any during this COVID-19 season.
Yes, I am. I'm always running a special because, with my first time visitors, I always like for them to come in, and just, see what can the change be, when you feel more circulated, when you feel more relaxed, when you feel more rejuvenated, when your scalenes, your levators, your occipitals, your traps, your lat muscles, your glutes, piriformis, IT band, quads, gastrosoleus, reflexology points aren't hurting. So, you can feel a difference. So I always give discounts to my people, to make sure that they can come in and, feel a difference of healing. So I'm here if you need, that. And then also we have memberships as well, loyalty programs that they can sign up for, and they pay as they go, so that they can receive that monthly treatment to help them, keep going, stay balanced. It takes a lot to be out here amongst other people, energy and frequencies and vibrations as well. So you'll want to naturally make sure you're balanced so that you're not being zapped, you're not being pulled. You are giving and receiving at the same time, and not
Yes.
just being drained.
Right. Well, Mr. Calvin Johnson, you are an amazing force to be reckoned with, my friend. And I am so very proud of you. I love and respect you. I'm so proud of all of your accomplishments. I can't wait to see what is next. I mean, when you said you was 31, I'm like, shoot, you young enough to be my baby, right? So you got, listen, you got a whole lot yet to accomplish. I know. I feel that in my spirit. You have come a mighty long way. You have definitely come from the hood to healing. I mean, just even as I've read your book, and the person that I'm reading about in this book, and the young man that is on the screen today, you have done an amazing job of overcoming. And I'm so very grateful that you gave me the opportunity to share your testimony, your tea. I mean, baby, the spill is real. And you did that. So I certainly appreciate that. If there's anything that you want to say to the viewers before you exit, please do.
Yes, you all take care of yourselves out there. Don't let nobody make you do anything you don't want to do. Live your best life. You got, this life to live. We don't know about the next. So, live your best life and keep going daily. Every day you get up, put something positive in your mind and keep going. No matter what odds around you, no matter what stat to get you, no matter where you are in the world, it don't make a difference. Put something in your mind and keep it going.
That's right. And I do want to ask you a question. I know that your book can be purchased on Amazon.com as well as on your website. Do you have a preference of where you want people to purchase the book?
Yes, my Arthur page, Calvin Johnson 89.allarthur.com. I think that's the best place to purchase it because all the updates go to there, even when you want to book online to book a massage or book a wellness plan or book anything. Once you go to All Arthur, it'll give you the details of where to book, where to purchase the book, where to book, online service here at Maze Methods as well. So it's all tied into that All Arthur page, Calvin Johnson 89, allarthur.com.
Awesome, awesome. And I'm going to also share a link after this broadcast where they can go and get that. So I just appreciate you so much. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your wonderful Manifestation Monday, and God bless you on your new endeavors.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Tina. Thank you for all your opportunities. And thank you, even the success of your show, everything. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Bye bye.
All right. Bye bye.
All right, guys, you heard it here first. Tina Marie with the T. Okay, so you guys drop some information in the comments. Show Mr. Calvin some love. Go purchase his book, From the Hood to Healing. It is an awesome read. Like if you are from the, especially if you're from the hood, okay, because the tea is good, right? And the spill is real. So you guys listen, I want to just say thank you to Fragrances by Nine Black for sponsoring this segment. Also for Mr. Calvin Johnson, May's Methods for sponsoring this segment. You guys have really, truly blessed Tina Marie with the T, and I appreciate that. So, guys, listen, that's going to be it for today's segment, but I do want to mention a couple of things that are coming up on Thursday. So I'm still seeking out somebody to work with me on Thursday to co-host the segment on Thursday. We're going to be talking about social media mania. That's going to go down on this Thursday, June 4th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you are interested, I want you to reach out to me. I will put a link in this post to be a guest on the show. And then I also have Saturday open for anybody that wants to share their testimony with me. So you guys, listen, thank you so much for watching. I know that we all are so excited about the economy reopening and that we're all out there, you know, doing what we do. Hold on. That went a little bit too loud, too quick, girl. Let me turn you down, baby. Okay, so, but I want you guys to remain safe, right? So make sure, this is what I do. And I just want to give you guys some safety tips just to make sure that you're being safe, because we don't want to get out there too fast and think that the coast is clear, right? So make sure that you have a stock of these in your glove box or in your little middle compartment or whatever, you know, or if you're buying masks from people, just make sure that you keep in your glove box, and ladies, in your handbags. Get you a plastic sandwich bag, throw you a couple of these in there, and keep these in your purse. And then also be very, very careful. Make sure that you get your disposable gloves. You're going to keep these in your glove box. And this is like my new to go, because this is a new month and it's a new norm. Okay. So we want to make sure that we're being safe. Yes, we want to go back to our favorite places to eat. We want to go back to our favorite places to, you know, do whatever we do, but we want to be safe, and also stock up on your hand sanitizer. Guys, guess what? I love and respect all of my kings and all of my queens. You guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing. I slay. I seriously love all y'all. Until next time, bye-bye.